What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jeff Reviews. I'm back, and today I'm gonna be making a video for my Royal Rumble predictions. And I want to say I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. I like the match card that's laid out right now. Some of the feuds that's going on into the pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to 'em. And the Rumble itself at that for the men and women. So I'm gonna get my predictions and all. And if you have some, let me know in the comment down below. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I want to talk about the IC Championship match. That match for being Big E versus Sami Zayn. Um, I feel like it should have been a triple threat, adding Apollo Crews to it, mainly because he's been a focal point, in the IC picture. But we can't count out Sami Zayn as well. With him and his saying that I never lost the title bullshit and all that. Like it's annoying at this point. So with that match going on, being a singles match, I gotta say Big E's winning. Just because it's too early for him to drop the title, and he gonna have a good run with it. I guess even heading into WrestleMania. Some people is kind of saying that he gonna probably lose the title and can possibly go for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. I want to believe it, but seeing how everything is just laid out right now, and then when I get to the superstar that I feel like has a chance to win the Rumble, you know, y'all gonna see where I'm going with this whole thing. But as far as I know, I only see Big E beating Sami Zayn. Um, I think Sami Zayn with the title is done for, and yeah, that's how I see it. The match gonna probably be no longer than probably 10, 12 minutes. That's mostly it. It's gonna be interesting for sure, but I see it just going that time limit, and then Big E's winning. So what do you do? Anyways, let's move on to our United States Championship match, being Bobby Lashley versus Riddle. Now, this is going to be interesting. Here's why. When we look at Riddle, he's been up and down. Since he moved up to the main roster last year, he's had an up and down type of run in the main roster, and I felt like he has potential to win a title just because of his in-ring performance, and I know what he can deliver at. That's what I feel he is all great at. No doubt about it. After seeing his performance and his work in NXT, and then seeing how that progressed and how he was dominating it, and you move over to the main roster and all that, and I felt like he would have brought some of that with him, but apparently he didn't. But yeah, I really see potential into this guy, man. He's definitely a hell of a good worker in the ring. Um, but Bobby Lashley, like, he's the real deal, and I'm looking for like Bobby to get a good push. Like, ever since he came back to WWE, he's just been, they fell off. Like, they really wasn't like pushing him how he needs to be pushed. And we know Bobby is a badass right there. We know he can deliver. Look at his time when he was in the business around 2007, 2007, 2008, in that range. He was dominating at that time. Like, if y'all haven't seen it, I advise y'all to go check out some of his matches back in the days in WWE. Y'all know how much of a freak he is. Like, this man is something special. you know. But getting back to the match, um, see how everything planned out and what Riddle had to go through with the gauntlet with the Hurt Business and stuff, and getting through that. I feel like it's destined for him to win the United States Championship because why have him go through all those stages, just to lose? Let that sink in, you know, and I feel like it's time now. Like, what do you have to lose? I feel like if Bobby loses this title, it's not gonna hurt him in any way, shape, or form because now you can kind of shift him more into the WWE Championship picture now. Like I feel like he's capable of being in there, and just have him move away from the Hurt Business. It may sound crazy. I might look at me like I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you gonna move him from the Hurt Business? No, trust me, it's gonna help him a lot more. I feel like this is kind of holding him back. Hell, if you really look at it right now, ever since Bobby Lashley had his U.S. title, he never had that much matches to defend it. If he had matches, it was only an expedition match. That was it. It wasn't for no title or nothing like that. It was on rare occasions what it was. And even if it was on the line, it either resulted in a disqualification or it was a squash match. Plain and simple. So I think as how this is gonna go, I feel like Riddle's gonna win on Sunday, and the results of it, it may be from a roll up because I do not see Bobby losing clean. You can't do that. Him losing clean will bring everything down. If it was like a roll up, I'm fine with it. Because it doesn't hurt him that much, and it can build up the push for Riddle and all to actually succeed in his business. Because I guarantee you, if Riddle do not win this Sunday, oh, he going down. You can put him down that hole. Because if you can't win the U.S. title, what else are you going to win? The tag team championships, it's like, who are you going to really tag with? Those things we got to take into consideration. So, I'm hoping for him to win. I'm picking him to win. So we just got to see how that unfolds. If not, then, what can we do? All right, moving on to the Women's Tag Team Championship. And that being Asuka and Charlotte versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Now, I don't know. On one hand, I'm trying to really think that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler can win back the tag team championships. On the other hand, I do not see Charlotte and Asuka having like bad blood with each other in that ring. I do not see it. Not yet. It's gonna happen, but not yet. I don't see that happening at that point right there. And I feel like they're gonna click on all cylinders. I think Nia's gonna get in Shayna way or vice versa. Something's gonna go bad that's gonna result to Charlotte hitting a natural selection or the figure eight, or Asuka locking in the Asuka lock on one of them. But mostly on probably Nia or whatever the case may be. So, having said all that, I'm about to say Charlotte and Asuka are going to retain. It's the writing's on the wall right there, and we see how Shayna and Nia can get when they both not clicking. And I feel like they're gonna click for a little bit, and they're just gonna fall off. It's destined to happen because the way how I see it, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax had their eyes set on winning the Women's Royal Rumble match, which I'll get into later. So I feel like at this point right now, putting the tag team titles on them is meaningless. So I got Charlotte and Oscar winning. So we could chuck that away. Next, let's get into. Damn, I don't even know they having a men tag team match. I'm not sure. If so, y'all let me know in the comment and all that too. So I'm not gonna care that much. Hell, it might be on a pre-show anyway. So I'm gonna skip the tag team titles for Raw and SmackDown from the men's. Y'all let me know in the comment, if it's going on. But I'm gonna move forward with the WWE Championship match: Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. Now, I wasn't a fan of this. I definitely wasn't. I feel like Goldberg coming back was pointless. Man, I feel like he shouldn't deserve to compete for the title. I feel like there's other like competitors that's capable of giving Drew McIntyre a challenge. But the only time I could actually agree with this was because Goldberg is still under contract and he still got, if I'm not mistaken, 2 more matches before that's up. And 9 times out of 10, he's gonna use them up with the Royal Rumble and most likely WrestleMania. Why not? So having him compete for the title is like, it sucks, but what can we do? You gotta do it while you can, but at the same time, it's like you have the, you know, competitors on that Raw roster that can give Drew a challenge. But going on with the match, I do not see this going past 5 minutes. You know, because if you look at every match with them, it's like it's so predictable, especially in any Goldberg match. He only got 2 things: spear, jackhammer. That's it. These are the things you're gonna see consistently, and because he had those 2 right there, Drew McIntyre is gonna follow up with just consistent Claymore kicks. Like it's gonna be so dry and just so boring, unless it's something that they spark up in that match that will get people entertained. Then I will, I'll be happy. I'll salute them for that. But seeing how this is going and seeing how they just so plain of how they're gonna do this, just based on how Goldberg moveset is very, very, very limited. This is gonna be like under a 5 minute match, no doubt about it. I have Drew McIntyre winning. You know, I do not see Goldberg winning this match and all that. And if he wins this match, I'm gonna be real pissed off. Cause like, what was the point? You did this too many times. You did it with the Fiend. You did it with Kevin Owens. And now doing it to Drew McIntyre, it's like, what do you gain out of it? You're gonna have him be WWE champion. He's not gonna be on every pay-per-view to defend it because of the 2 matches he got under his contract. So it's gonna just be sitting there at his home collecting dust. Just like if how Brock Lesnar, if he was to get the title, it would be the same exact way. So I don't want to see it. A lot of fans don't want to see it. And please, for the love of God, Vince, do not have him win. You let Drew hold on to that title. And whoever wins the Royal Rumble, whether it's on SmackDown, whether it's on like Raw, one of the superstars who's on that brand, whoever make the decision, we'll go from there. And we'll see what's up. So I got Drew winning. Match ain't going on for that much, so we can keep moving. Now, the Universal Championship match. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. And this is going to be interesting. Also, it's a last man standing match. Um, it's gonna be a crazy ass match. This match is gonna probably extend to like I say 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe a half an hour, because it was too much build up, too much build up for this match to be cut short. So I feel like this should be a 30-minute match. Um, it's gonna get wild. Both of them is gonna get some offense in like crazy. Like it's gonna be some fast paced action. So yeah, but definitely gonna tune in for that one. But as much as I want to say Kevin Owens, because of the losses he took and all the bullshit he had to go through, to just make himself worthy of being a fighter and a fighting champion at that. I feel that ain't gonna be enough. I feel like Roman is gonna have the upper hand mainly because of Jey Uso. And we know Jey gonna interfere in this match. Just because you didn't see him in the on these past two SmackDowns, don't make you think like he's gonna fucking just sit back and not interfere. He gonna be a focal point. He gonna be a focal point in this. But yeah, I got Roman Reigns winning. And then not only that, you gotta understand this from this perspective. Why would you take the title away from Reigns right now? Where I feel like the best time to do it is WrestleMania. You know, so I see him winning this, and the main reason behind this being Jey Uso. So we can put that in the books right now. So I got Reigns with retaining the Universal Championship match or Universal Championship to make it sense, better sense of it. Yeah. Now let's get into the women's Royal Rumble match. This is going to be interesting. Of course, Asuka and Sasha Banks is not going to be in it because with them being Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship, they can't be part of it. So I'm looking at the competitors who's going to be in it. One person that sticks out to me that I feel like has a chance of winning, I got two in hand, but with my second pick of it, it could happen. I'm not too sold on it, but I'm gonna tell you my first one. My first one, I feel like has a chance of winning it is Bianca Belair, and here's why. If you really look at Bianca Belair and her previous time in the Royal Rumble, well, actually last year the Royal Rumble, she had a phenomenal run in there before she got eliminated. She definitely held on for a long period of time and, proved to everybody that she has a shot. Like, she could actually win this stuff. And people was on her side at the time. If you look back at that match and for the time she's been in that ring and she was eliminating other superstars, yo, I had to give her props. I'm like, yo, she is going to be a problem when she comes to this main roster. Mark my words. And I remember saying that to my brothers and all that too. And even with her too, I feel like, she had an up and down type of moment on the main roster too, where she wasn't getting used that much, and I was getting tight because it's like, this woman could fucking wrestle. She could wrestle her ass off. And I'm like, you gotta put in some fuse. It only started picking up when Bayley was involved. I feel like that was like the best thing for her to like give her some momentum and, let her be involved on SmackDown a lot. So I feel like this is her opportunity to like break out, and I feel like she gonna win this Royal Rumble match. I think it's gonna be down to her, and I believe Bailey, something like that. But before I even get to that, I also want to bring in my second, my second superstar who I think could possibly win this match. And this one, it could be a surprise return. Who knows? And that being Becky Lynch. I feel like she can probably come back as well and shock the world and start eliminating the women's superstars like left and right. I feel like it could happen, knowing that she been back in shape, ever since she had the baby and all that, and it's just been rumors speculating around that she can actually be a surprise return, in the Rumble and shake shit up. I'll be excited for it. Trust me, I would. So it's looking like a possibility. I'm not too sold on it yet, but it's looking like a possibility. But I'm still to stick to my first winner of the women's Royal Rumble match, and that's Bianca Belair. I feel like it's the writing on the wall. Like, it's too much. It's just out there for her to win that match. And if she don't, I'm gonna be pissed, cause it's right there. And I feel like her winning, she gonna go out to Sasha Banks, and there's gonna be her and Sasha WrestleMania. That's going to, they're gonna tear the house up with that one. That I gotta see. That's must watch right there. So, just keep your eyes on that. So I got Bianca Belair winning, and if she doesn't win, my second my second superstar to win that match is Becky Lynch, and she comes back. So that's for the women's Royal Rumble. Now for the men's Royal Rumble match, whew, 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 whew. This is tough. This is tough. Because I see two, maybe I was gonna say three, but I gotta say two superstars who actually win it too. And the first one is Daniel Bryan, because I feel like with Daniel Bryan too, he's been taking a lot of L's, these past weeks on SmackDown and stuff, and I know with him, he was saying that he wants to build up, the next generation of superstars that's like, breaking into the business and all that, and just need that extra spark, and I salute him for that too. But I feel like it could be his time, just based on how things were shaping up and the feud with him and Reigns, how it would be as well. That could be outstanding. That's like WrestleMania worthy. Like, that's a main event match right there. Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. So I see that possibly happen. My second pick to